Okay, so we have permission to film this, and what I would like from you is what I need to take from you as far as information goes. What would you tell me to take?
Probably that right there.
Okay, so tell me what this right here is, products for low vision.
Yes.
Would you describe, well, where are you from, first of all?
Yeah, so Axis Ingenuity is located right here in Santa Rosa.
Okay.
So we service and support the entire Sonoma County region, as well as actually Northern California.
Okay.
The product that we represent are from Freedom Scientific. They're one of the leaders, leading manufacturers in low vision as well as blindness products. The things I have today are some portable handheld magnifiers as well as some larger desktop magnifiers, and which are, the portable ones are great for kind of on-the-go spot reading restaurant menus, price
so
tags.
This is an example
Yes.
of what people are seeing.
Exactly. Right here is the Ruby 7. It's a 7-inch portable handheld magnifier, and it allows the user to go mobile with it, and gives them access to their text in a more magnified view. You can change the colors.
So this isn't wireless at all?
No, it's not wireless. Yep,
Okay.
it's just a standalone device.
Okay.
Yep.
And this other one is another type of a magnifier?
The larger one?
This one?
Oh, the smaller one. That's just the little brother of this one. Slightly smaller screen. That way they have the choice of larger screen, more screen real estate for low vision users. But sometimes it's a little too big. They want something maybe they can slip into their pocket a little easier.
Okay.
So the Ruby XL, the smaller one, would accommodate that.
Now, obviously, in formulating these supports for visually impaired people, you've done some, I'm imagining, some studies as to the increased visually impaired expectancy
Yes.
in the United States. Is that right?
Absolutely.
So talk to me about that aspect of what you see as an enhanced business opportunity for your products.
Absolutely. So, with the baby boomer generation coming to the age where they start to develop a lot of physical challenges, one of the biggest being visual impairment. We've seen a dramatic increase in the last probably 5 or 6 years of customers reaching out to us wanting help for their low vision needs.
And they're reaching out to you specifically for magnification?
Yes,
Okay.
strictly for magnification.
So they're reaching out to you, they're calling you up, you're not ophthalmologists, but you're just saying, we have these types of magnification devices. Okay, talk to me about, so the last 4 to 5 years, is that what you said?
Yes, yep.
And how long has your company been in business?
We've been around for about 22 years now.
Okay, so obviously that need was evolving as a concept back 22 years ago.
Absolutely.
To see that and to know possibly that there would be greater impact with low vision, correct? So who is it that had that awareness 20 some odd years ago of increased low vision needs?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's always been a challenge for folks, with low vision, but I don't know if somebody had the foresight to identify, another 15 or 20 years, there's going to be a big increase in this.
But you don't know for sure.
No.
So you're kind of guessing. Okay. Well, so for those that are listening, this is very important. What we're seeing is how business is escalating on the backs of ill health in America and worldwide, because we're seeing massive decrease in vision and more increases in vision impairment. We know many things. These are my words. This is not this gentleman's words, but we know that the blue light in our handheld phones, our smartphones, we know that the computer screens, the PlayStations, the LED lights, the CFL lights, etc., are causing vision impairment. And yet, we're being told that connectivity is the way of the future. We're being told by many state departments, including the Department of Energy, that in order to change the climate, we have to move away from the traditional lighting that we always had to the LEDs and CFL light bulbs that causes blue light damage and irreversible impairment on our eyes, reduces melatonin, causes increased types of cancers, increase in elevated behavioral problems with children. So now I take it back from my conversation to this gentleman who's representing a company for magnification. And I would suggest that you look into magnification because you're going to need it at some point with the way that the vision impairment is occurring. And we're seeing it across the board. We've traveled extensively and we're seeing tremendous vision impairment worldwide. So, moving it back to you, I just said a few things that you may have heard, and you don't have to agree with it, because I'm not wanting to put words into your mouth. You're here for what you're doing, and I appreciate that you are offering some crutches, if you will, for those that are becoming visually impaired. So, as someone comes into you, and they get beyond what you can offer them with magnification, just maybe you can answer this and maybe you can't, and let me know if you can. Where are they going when magnification is no longer going to help them?
Yes, good question. So when they've reached a level to where any type of visual magnification is no longer effective, they move towards an auditory type of technology. Technologies such as OCR, optical character recognition, that allows somebody to use a device. This device takes a picture of text and reads it back to them. So they're moving from their eyes to their ears, basically. And there's lots of technology out there that does that currently.
So are you able then to refer people to that next step?
Absolutely.
So that is a service you help to provide as well?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so that as people come, certainly when people are arriving at your doorstep, there's a tremendous amount of emotional stress around the fact of vision loss. If you would, could you describe the typical types of distress you hear people saying?
Sure. Depression is the number one ailment that I hear. Because when somebody loses their vision, they also lose their independence. And so depression is the number one thing I hear that people struggle with. Anxiety as well is a big one. It increases their anxiety level because they're now able to see less things. They're afraid of tripping hazards. They're afraid of not being able to get to the store to provide for their basic health necessities.
They see their lives changing dramatically and they don't know how they're going to move into that.
Yes. Yep.
So now here in Sonoma County where you live and where I live as well, we are going to now have power outages. Fortunately, you're not requiring that these be plugged in. But with the increased shutdowns that Pacific Gas and Electric has promised that we're going to experience, right? You've heard about this too.
Yep.
And just as a side note, I was talking to some other person here about the increased depression and anxiety over the elimination of communication that they will no longer get when the power is shut down. And suddenly, unless people have loved ones that are caring for them with extended care, and we know that during the fires, one of the care facilities, caretakers, abandoned the people in the building.
Yes.
And so we're talking about the need now to gather our families together and to support one another with the deterioration of eyesight and understanding what the depression, the concerns, the lack of living life as people have known it before, inability to drive, and certainly as we have increased climate disasters. This is Deborah Taveras to StopTheCrime.net, so I'm not going to magnify on that right now. You just go to our website and go to our YouTube video channel and look up what we discuss about climate change. You know where we are with it being all weather manipulated. Having said that, we're talking to this gentleman here and I'm not going to put any words into his mouth. He is here to help with magnification, and to then, when magnification no longer offers an option for that person, they're then directed to a place where they're turned over for more auditory assistance. That's right?
That's true.
Did I pretty much cover everything?
You got it.
Is there anything that you did not say that you would like people to hear?
I think we covered it.
We did. Okay, so I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate you willing to go and share this information because I think it's valuable. And we're going to go on.
Okay.
And thank you very much.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Thank
Good
you.
luck. Have fun.
I would